Hey everybody, it's Heather, and today is, let's see, Friday, September 6th, and I am back with a new video, and it's only been 1 week. What? My mind is blown. I am proud of myself for getting back onto it 1 week later. I'm going to show you some works in progress, some finished objects, and yeah, so there we go. First of all, let's get the, what is it, the elephant in the room? My hair. My hair was done by my 5-year-old. Check it out. I have bows. Bows on bows on bows. She asked me to wear my hair like this for the video, so I obliged because she's my baby and I love her. So, I hope my hair and my beautiful hair bows are not too distracting. If they are, I am very sorry, but she wanted to make me beautiful, so she made me beautiful. So there's that. So, first thing, today we are going to go over finished objects. I also have one unboxing that I'm going to show you at the very end. So, first thing is a finished object. Let me show you something super cute. This is crochet. I bought last Halloween-ish, I bought all of the Halloween Woobles. Wobbles, the Woobles. I think it's the Woobles. I bought all of the Halloween versions. I last year made one. It was my second crochet project because, as you know, I am very new to crochet. So this one I'm showing you is Frankenstein. It's Steve the Frankenstein. And in these kits, you get every single thing you need to make that little guy. You get the yarn, you get step-by-step videos, especially wonderful for beginners like myself because I actually use the videos. The first one I made Pierre the penguin. I believe he is a witch. Yeah, I think he's a witch, and I made his little broom to go with him. You also get a pre-started magic ring. You get a crochet hook, stuffing, you get the eyes, the needle, and you also get online, regular pattern in case you don't need the step-by-step instructions. So, these things are kind of expensive. I will not lie. I spent way too much money on these, but they're really cute. And I have now done two. Like I said, I did one last year for Halloween. I did the Pierre Penguin witch version, and now I have done Ghosty. This is their ghost. He is glow in the dark. He is absolutely precious, and I absolutely love him. I have named him Ghosty with the Mosty, and he is so cute. And considering this is my second crochet plushie, I think I did extremely well. Look at his little arms. Ooh, he's so cute. He's glow in the dark, like I said, and he glows very, very well. He glows so well that I actually, Lord, this is sad. This is the same yarn. I did like a crochet, what do they call it? Like when you cast on, and I just made a simple bracelet, and I wear it because it glows in the dark, and my kids like that. And so it's kind of sad that that's that, but I don't ever take this off, so there's that. So this is Ghosty. I do not remember his actual name, but he does glow in the dark extremely well. I will try to insert a picture of him glowing in the dark at the very end. I don't know if I will remember, but if I do remember, I will put a picture of Ghosty with the Mosty glowing in the dark. And if you can tell, I'm into the ghost right now. I got this glass from Walmart.com, and these ghosts here start out white, and they color change to black when they are cold. So, very cool. I will actually leave a link down below to these cups. There, cups too, because the cups are super cute. They come in a 4-pack. You get 2 ghosts and you get 2 pumpkins, and the pumpkins also change color. One thing I will say, they are made out of glass, so they're really cool. The lids that come with them are rubbish. They're wooden, and I won't use the lids, but I will use the straws. They're plastic, but they're the kind you keep forever. And this is watermelon lemonade. So there's that. So, like I said, I made him. I'll make him eventually. probably not before Halloween, maybe next Halloween. I also have, what is he? I have another one, another whole kit. I can't remember what he is. For Halloween, and I also have Snoopy with a Santa outfit for Christmas. So I will make that eventually too. Whenever I get the feeling, like I made this in one day. I started him on July 31st. I finished him the next day, August 1st. He doesn't take a lot of work, but he does, it kind of hurts your hand to crochet on such a small, what is it called? Gauge, I guess. I guess it's the same word. I'm going to open this real quick and show you the hook, because if it's like the Ghost, you get a size 4 hook because that's the kind of yarn you get. But the hooks, okay, you get a hook in every kit, which is cool if you're only going to buy one kit. But when you buy a ton of things, you get a hook in every single one. And they're cute though. Like this hook for the Frankenstein has Frankenstein on it. And my Ghost one had the Ghost on it. And they're nice hooks. They're plasticky, silicone-y feeling. And then they have the metal head. And I mean, hook area. I don't know what they call that. But whatever. They are branded, the Woobles. That one says need a hand. That's hilarious. But you get the hook in every bag. So I have quite a few number 4 hooks. It seems like a lot of kits and things like this are number 4. So whatever, I guess. I'm going to have a lot of number 4 hooks. Not sure what I'm going to do with them. I'll probably just donate them to Goodwill or something because I'm not going to need them. So there's that. And this is my beautiful little Ghosty with the Mosty. So I'm going to sit him. Trying to put him in the camera. Here, there we go. Okay, so that's my first finished object. My next finished object is the crochet, endless crochet granny square, whatever you're gonna call it, like the granny square that just keeps going. Baby blanket. I showed y'all this last week. Isn't it cute? It's so colorful. Like the colors are just extraordinary. Last week I had gotten to the point where I was about on that row, and I was mentioning that I was going to border it in 2 rows of the same color, and I did that. This is that color, Ice Yarns, Cotton Pastel. So what is this called? Yeah, Cotton Pastel. So I did go ahead and I did 3 rounds, 1, 2, 3 of that yarn to finish it off. And then I sewed in my edge. I'm not going to put a border on this because I actually think this is super cute. And it wound up being a pretty good size for a little baby. So I love this blanket. It's so colorful. No person in mind to give it to. But because it is cotton and acrylic, it would be a pretty good baby blanket for just about anybody. It doesn't have any wool in it if you feel like your baby's going to have allergies. Or if I so choose to donate this one to the NICU. Because I do donate a lot of items to the NICU and preemies because I had 2 premature babies. If you need to know about that, there's videos about that all over. So there's this. I wanted to tell you something about this yarn. I mentioned last time how when you go to iceyarns.com to find this yarn, you would put in Cotton Pastel, okay? But you get the color. I mentioned that it was like, they don't have name colors. They have this. This is their label. And this one specifically is called Cotton Pastel Green Turquoise Fuchsia Lilac. That is the name of this color. The item number is 65707. So like I said, the colors are whatever type of yarn it is. It will be Ice Yarns is their brand. And then the Cotton Pastel is the type of yarn this is. And then the color would be literally the color of the yarn. Cotton Pastel Green Turquoise Fuchsia Lilac. So if you want to look on Ice Yarn's website to look for something like this, keep in mind that is how they name their colors. So there's that. That is my last finished object. I have a couple works in progress. 1, 2, 3. I think I only brought 3 works in progresses up here because, well, you know, what can you do? The first work in progress I'm going to show you is something that I was working on last week. The Lilac Bloom Triangular Shawlette. Super easy pattern to remember once your brain figures it out. Because like I said last week, it was taking me a lot to get my brain wrapped around this simple pattern. It's so simple, but I just wasn't thinking there. So last time I filmed, I was right here where this little bunny rabbit is. Well, he's backwards, but there he is. I got this bunny from So Sweet Violet's store. So I've worked from there to here. Can you see it? Yeah, I've worked that far. The other stitch marker here is how much I've worked today. So it is almost to where the pattern says start your decreases. This pattern says to go to, there are 78 stitches on the needles, and I believe that I have somewhere about like 72-ish on the needles. I do not think that this is going to be long enough. Like half of a scarf, guys, is, the girl is a little bit shorter than me that I'm making this for, so I don't know how wide it should be. Like, let's see, if I hold it up like a normal person, I guess it is over halfway wingspan, which is height, right? Height. So I don't know. I like the yarn still. Here's my cake. It is Karen Cloud Cake, and the color is Saltwater Taffy. Here is the label. I have not used very much of this cake. That's kind of what I was thinking, like, should I just keep going a little bit longer so that I use a little bit more yarn? Because there is so much left on this, and I do not want to have too much of this left over. But I'm gonna have quite a bit left over. Enough that I could probably make another one. And I actually have another cake just like this. So, I don't know. We'll see. A lot of little beagle hairs all over this, because my dog sheds like crazy. But it's very soft, and I think it's knitting up well. I have no complaints about the yarn other than it looks very cozy and worn in, kind of, like if you can see. And what's one complaint I have, okay, if you notice on this, this was going to be the right side. If you can tell here, when the color changed, there was no like blips. Even down here, there was no blips. Well, the next color change happened on the opposite side. So now there are blips here, and they're not over here, but there are some at the end here. And then the next color change also is on the opposite side. So I'm not a huge fan of when the color changed, like you can see, like it's on both sides. Like if it was on one side, it'd be cool, it'd be okay, it would be normal like to me. But for some reason, now there's no right side and no wrong side, because they both have the color change purl bumps. So anyways, this is gonna be, it stretches very well. Like look, I could probably stretch this that far. I mean, comfortably stretch this far. This yarn is very stretchy. It opens up the gauge a little when you stretch it, which is kind of cool, I guess. Like I say, I live in South Carolina, so does the girl I'm making this for. It's very warm here. It's only cold a little bit, but I will say she seems to be like a cold-natured girl, because she complains a lot about it being cold when we go to meetings, so. But anyways, this is my work in progress. I've gotten quite a bit done since I saw you last week, so that's cool. I am going to move my little rabbit. See, he's a little bunny. Well, so cute. I got it from So Sweet Violet's website. I will leave a link below to that. She is a podcaster, and she is absolutely precious. And she also has a store with her daughter. And every time I put this little rabbit on, he's backwards. So let's see if I can put him on so I can actually see his little face. There we go. Oh, cute. Okay, so that is that. This is almost halfway done, which is pretty cool. And when it's done, it's done. I just want it done before Christmas. Trying to get a head start on some Christmas gifts a little bit. So my next work in progress, I guess I'll just do these, is a pair of socks for my doll baby. Mainly because my daughter thinks it's a good idea if we dress up our baby dolls for Halloween. So my little boy baby doll is going to be a pumpkin. Hers is a kitty cat witch. So I am making a pair of pumpkin socks for my little baby doll. Yes, that's right. Me and my daughter both have baby dolls. Hers name is Mackenzie. It's a girl. And mine's a boy named Abraham. I don't know, whatever. So I am knitting a pair of pumpkin socks, newborn socks. I'm just going to do a 1x1 rib in green. I did that like three rows of neon green. Well, it's not neon green. It's just this green. It's Ficalina Arwetta Classic in the color 250. I think it's like a green apple-ish color. And then I did 1 row of just knit, so I didn't have the little blips that I was talking about in the blanket. And then I did a 1x1 in orange, which I did the opposite. So let's see if I can show you. Such a small little baby doll sock. It's a baby doll sock, so it's a little bit smaller than a newborn sock. I cast on 34 stitches. So on the first 3 rounds with the contrast color, I did knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, right? On the next one, I did purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit. So it's like opposite, just to give it a little bit more texture. And that way, when I roll it over to be, you know, like a cuff, I don't know, it'll kind of like look different. I'm hoping. It actually looks cool on the inside, so that's cool. I'm gonna knit for, you know, 1x1 rib for the length of the little leg. The baby doll's tiny. He's very small. I thought I brought him up here to show you, but I apparently did not. So maybe I'll show you next time. He's currently wearing a knitted bandana bib, so I could have showed you him. I made him that also. So the orange yarn label is missing in action. Big surprise, Heather. I'm just losing my mind today. This is opal sock yarn in neon orange. So it's a little bit brighter than it's showing up. I have not gotten his little onesie in the mail yet. I'm afraid that this is gonna be way too orange to match his pumpkin onesie that's coming. But maybe if I make him a matching hat, then it will be okay to balance it a little bit. But anyways, so I'm just gonna knit a little bit of a leg, like about 2 inches maybe, and then I'm gonna do, you know, a little heel and a foot. I'm gonna do stockinette foot, and then I will roll over the 1x1 rib as a cuff to just be cute. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's for a baby doll, but you know, whatever makes me happy. I cast this on this morning because my daughter's outfit for her baby came, and then she's like, oh, well, they need socks or shoes. I'm like, I'm not buying shoes, but I will knit socks for both of them because they're tiny, and I'll have at least one of these finished today. So this is my pumpkin socks for my newborn doll baby. And I say reborn doll, but let me clarify, guys. I do not have an actual reborn doll. I have a doll baby, a vinyl doll that I got off the internet that, although looks very realistic, is not a reborn doll. I do not have $1,000 to drop on a doll baby. My doll baby costs like 60 bucks. He did not cost thousands of dollars. Mackenzie, she got her for her 5th birthday last year, and she cost about $50 or $60. She's also not a reborn doll. They are just dolls who have hyper realistic faces, and they are painted with like the veins and the fingertips and stuff like that to make them look more realistic, but they are not official reborn dolls. So there is that. I just want to clarify that because I myself cannot afford a reborn doll for my 5-year-old or for myself because they are really expensive. Although I would love to have a hyper realistic vinyl or full silicone baby because I think they're really cool. A lot of people think they're creepy. I think they're really cool. But I would like to have one. So if you want to give me one, that'd be cool. I'm kidding. My next work in progress is also a sock. I will not lie to you guys. I did not bring the black bright colored sock that I showed last time because I've lost it. I lost the sock and the ball. I just don't know where I put it. So I have not worked on it because I can't not find it. So last Wednesday, it is Friday. Wednesday, I needed something to take to cheerleading practice for my daughter. So I decided to cast on a sock for her because I grabbed the first ball of yarn that I saw that was already balled up that I could just take because I was running late. So I grabbed this lollipop yarn sock yarn that I have already made a pair of socks for myself out of, and I decided to cast on a sock for my 5-year-old because she wears my hand knit socks often, whenever she can find them. So this is one of my favorite yarns that I've ever purchased from Lollipop Yarn. They have the most beautiful self-striping yarn. This is the color Space Cadet. It is so pretty. And like I said, this is, let me pull it out, all I have left of a 100 gram cake, because their yarn comes pre-caked up. I hope that I have enough to color control and make the socks match, because I never do that. But this time I really kind of want to, because this just looks like a little bit of a sunset or something to me, like the little bit of yellow, then the orange, and then the pink. Then you have the main big stripe of the speckles. Then you do the one stripe. This is all in sock pattern. It worked out that way. And then there was a tiny bit of that, and I decided to go an extra round just to make sure that, you know, the next color would all be on here, and it worked out perfectly. Look at that rainbow. Oh, so pretty. So I am about, I don't know how many rows. I'll check it out. Like about this many rows before I need to do the toe. Then I will know if I'm gonna rewind the ball up the opposite direction so that I can see if I can get the right color order. I don't know if I'll be able to. If I don't, I mean, it'll be okay. She won't care, but I just think it's really pretty this way. And I kind of would like to, you know, yeah. So, details on this yarn. This sock pattern, I'm doing a vanilla sock. Honestly, I just went into the pink, was ending, let's see how many rows I did. 1, 2, 9, so that's odd. 9 rounds of 1 by 1 purl, and then when the color changed, I just went into stockinette. This is a 48 stitch sock, 24 stitches for the heel. I actually did an extra 2 rows on the back, well, 1 row back and forth, so 2 rows on the back, and then I picked up the extra stitch only because of the color change. I just wanted it to look like that. And honestly, I'm not as fussy with socks as a lot of people seems to be. Like, it's a sock, it's beautiful, and the yarn is gorgeous and all that. However, if there is a tiny mistake in the sock, I will not be ripping it back. That is ridiculous. I will keep going, and then I will move on. It's a sock. She will outgrow it. And when she outgrows it, I will have a little kid sock that doesn't fit anybody, and it will have a small blip in it, and it's not that big of a deal. Like, often I'll be doing a sock and I will mess up on the slip stitch heel. You know what? Do I rip it out? I keep going. It's a sock. Who cares? It's really not big of a deal to me. I'm not, if it's just for me or my daughter or my husband, whoever I'm making it for in my family, I will not rip that back out and fix it, because it's not that big of a deal. It's just a sock. If I was pattern testing, I would rip it out and I would fix it, because that's the right thing to do. But when I'm doing something as simple as making a vanilla sock, or something this simple as a vanilla, it would be a vanilla sock, because if I was doing a pattern sock like these, I would have to rip it back in order to make it right. But I'm not going to show you those because I haven't touched them. They're in the same spot they were when I podcasted last week. So, which leads me to believe that that other sock is up here somewhere. This is my bedroom, by the way. Sorry. This is the quietest space in my house right now. So that's pretty much all I can say about these socks. Next week, I probably will have these finished, because like I said, I started this on Wednesday. I could finish this sock today. If I focused on this instead of the little baby sock, it depends on it literally depends on what I want to do at the time. Like, I'm not going to go in with a plan. I'm just going to go in and grab what I want. Now, we'll talk about these needles, because I'm sure somebody will ask, or not. Who knows? I don't get a lot of questions, but anyways, I'm going to show you. These are like knockoff flexi flips, I think. This is a knitting needle, a double, kind of like if you held it straight like this, it's like a DPN, like a really long DPN, right? It has a metal cable in the middle that is coated with plastic. It is flexible, so it's like a flexi flip, I would think. I do not have any actual flexi flips. I just have these knockoff ones. So you get 2 needles, one on each side, and And in the pack, there were, I can't remember if there were 4 or 3. I feel like there should be 4 because that's how I use them. But there might have been 3 in each pack. I don't know. I bought quite a few packs. They are US size. These ones are either a 1 or a 0. I cannot remember. I bought about 6 or 8 packs of these. And I used them for little kid socks and then the little baby doll socks in sweaters or something, because they actually work much better for me for in the round than DPNs, because sometimes with DPNs you get these, like, I know some people call them ladders. I think they're like gappy looking things, and these you don't necessarily get that. So I got these for super cheap off of Temu. I know I keep talking about Temu, but Temu has some really good priced knitting supplies and crochet supplies. So like if you're on a budget, Temu is actually not a bad place to shop for knitting supplies. Like I bought these, I bought quite a few sets, like I said 6 or 8 sets. At first I bought 0s, and then I bought the next size, which I believe is a 1, and I mixed them up because honestly to me they're interchangeable. And another one of those things about socks that doesn't bother me, if I mix a 0 and a 1, they're constantly moving throughout, so the pattern, when you wear them, it will stretch and they will all equal out. There's not that much difference between a 0 and a 1 in a sock, I don't think. And nobody complains about my socks in my house, so like I guess that's because if they complained they wouldn't probably get many more pairs from me. I don't know honestly. I like the sock. I like the little flexi flippy things. This is what I do knit my daughter's socks on. I feel like they're a lot faster. When I knit my socks, I use US 9 needles, like the US 9 circular needles. This is a ChowGoo, I'm pretty sure, wooden ChowGoo needle. Yeah, this is a wooden ChowGoo needle. I'm gonna be like one of them fancy people this week. You see, and I like these. These are my preference for my size socks, or my husband or my teenage daughters, but this is my preference for babies or little kids. So that, I thought I would let you know. I will not leave a link down below to that, because when you go to Temu, you have to do a whole bunch of pop-ups, XXXXXX, in order to get to what you're looking for, because it's such a headache. I love you, but I'm not going to do that. So if you want to look for them, you just go to Temu app, website, whatever, and just look for knitting needles, flexible knitting needles, and it will pop up. I promise. My last work in progress is something that I told you last week that I was going to cast on, and I'm so excited because I did. Okay, first things first. Last week I said I didn't know who this bag was by but obviously I can't read. There is a label right there. Why didn't anybody tell me? This bag is by Puff Stitch, and I bought this in a kit, and I love this. It's so pretty. I mean, if you notice too, like the gold detail is shimmery. It's so pretty. This is a very nice bag. So I just wanted to say that first of all. I am knitting the Betty and Judy Lodge sweater by Poison Girls. Let me pull this pattern. I put the pattern in because there's so many pages. I bought a new cheap printer, and my printer only prints one-sided. So this is what I'm knitting. She's so cute. This is such a cute sweater. Oh my God, I love it. I am only going to do one set of cauliflower leaves on the right side, because I don't really want both, I don't think. Honestly, I don't want both, so that's why I'm doing it that way. So I'm gonna put it back in the way I had it, because this is my chart, and this is the pattern. So that I'm working on, or the page that I'm working on in the pattern. So I'm gonna make sure I put this back in here correctly, because and I really want to show you my chart, but I am actually writing on the outside of this because I'm being lazy with my knitting, but whatever. So I cast on after I finished that blanket. I did wait until I finished that blanket, like I said it was, that granny square blanket I showed you, and then I cast on. So here's my jumbled up hot mess. This is my Betty and Judy Lodge sweater. It's a disaster. My husband says it looks like a bra or something because he's ridiculously slow. So this is the front. First, what you do is you cast on the left shoulder, you knit down a little bit, and then you do the right shoulder, you knit down a little bit, and then you attach them, and then you come back and you pick up stitches at the top of each side and you down each side, and you go and you cast on across, and then you are working in the round. And I am knitting, I've started the color work for the ivies. Sorry for moving the camera. You can't really tell what I'm doing yet, but it's a work in progress. I've done like 4 rows of the green, and it is so pretty. Like, the yarn is really pretty. The yarn is, I'm a little bit intrigued how this is gonna pan out, because the yarn is a thick and thin yarn that I am using for, I'll show you the little ball, because I have separated the balls so that I can knit the leaves differently without having to carry the green yarn across the white. I don't want to see all this green behind it, because I've made that mistake before. So I have thick and thin yarn for the green, which is cool, I guess. It'll give it some dimension. I just hope that it pans out and shows the stitch definition good enough, well enough, so that you can tell what the leaves are, because it's a lot of work to put to make a colorwork sweater, and then like people not be able to tell what it is. That would be sad and hurt my feelings a total lot. So I'm gonna tell you quickly about the yarn. I did tell you last week, so I don't want to like harp on it, because once again, Temu. I am a terrible knitter, because this stuff is a disaster. The irony, I have this on 2 sets of needles, right? The front and the back, because it said break the yarn, put it on, you know, hold or whatever. I'm like, nah, I'll just leave the needles in. I have other needles. And then, you know what happened? I have like the little stitch stopper things. I only have 1 on each side, so I'm really a bogus podcaster. So anyways, on the sweater, you knit the back, and then you knit this part, and there will be like a button, some type on the back, so it'll have like a little keyhole, and then it's gonna be so pretty. I don't want to give away too much, I guess, because this was a paid for pattern. The yarn I'm using is from Temu. It is, I don't have it with me. I have yarn with me. I don't have the individual balls, because last week I was wondering, should I just go ahead and ball up the yarns held together so I don't have to pull from all these balls? And I did do that. I swatched, and I never swatch. I swatched, and I wound up needing to get pretty much the gauge. It's not a perfect gauge, but it's close enough. I needed 2 of the little skeins of the red or the color, and then I also needed 2 of the little spools. So I balled up 2 skeins of red yarn, and then I also balled up the 2 skeins of, or the 2 little bobbins of the nylon together. So it is now much closer to a number 4 weight yarn. And I did swatch, and I used the recommended needle size, because it was very slightly off, but not enough that I think it's gonna like ruin it. It might fit better, who knows, because, you know. Oh, that's attached, yes. So right now I'm attached to this one, which is a knit collage yarn. I do not remember off the top of my head. I remember the color is juniper, pretty sure. Yeah, I don't know. It's got gold sparkle, and it was just really pretty. It doesn't really look like it's blue-gray, and it's more of a greeny tone. But I thought it would be cute in the holly berries, and I think it will be. So I only knit on this a little bit in the evenings, honestly, because Christmas is a distance away, a good distance away. And I want it to be good. I don't want it to be rushed. But I can actually see like the sweater taking shape. My husband cannot, and that annoys me to no end. But hopefully next time I see you, maybe I could have all the white holly leaf part done. That would be really nice. I don't know. We'll see. So there's that. It's coming together. And I love it. I love it. I think it's going to be beautiful if it fits me. I'm premenopausal, so my weight is fluctuating a lot. And that really hurts my heart. So like, I hope it fits me when it's done. If not, I will put it on my daughter, and I will take a picture of it, and then I will keep it until it does fit me, because it's going to break my heart if it doesn't fit me. But whatever. That's life, right? So this is what progress I have so far. I will go ahead and put a marker here so we know where we were at. We do know that we were on the 4th row of color work. So at this point, I think you just knit down. You're making shoulder. I'm about to start the shaping for the shoulder armholes, and then I get to like somewhere like here-ish after the armholes, and you know, pick up at underneath and you like start knitting in the round, and then you do your arms after. So yeah, that's how you work a top-down sweater, Heather. Whatever, I'm going crazy. So that's my last work in progress. I am at 35 minutes, so I will quickly do an unboxing with you. It's gonna be quick because 35 minutes, I didn't expect this to be that long, but apparently the older I get, the more long-winded I get. I am gonna open with you my Yarnable for the month of probably September. Yeah. It says July 31st through August 30th. This is probably maybe it is my August. I don't know. It's either August or September. I'll know when I open the bag, because I can't remember. Got it today in the mail, so that's kind of cool. So I'm going to open it up and see what we got. Yarnable is a monthly subscription where you get yarn and some goodies. I found out about it from Kayla from the Crazy Sock Lady. I thought it was really cool. I always liked watching her unboxings, and I like the extras that she got with her monthly subscription. I enjoy it. I don't know that after this year that I will continue it. I think in December I will consider ending it and going to a different company for a monthly subscription next year, because I have been getting this now for a year and a half. Well, at the end of December, it'll be a year and a half. And although I like it, I think that the extras that come with it are like hit or miss. And sometimes the color of the yarn from month to month isn't drastically different enough. Like 1 month back to back, I wasn't really happy with the colors. Like it looked way too much like the month before, so I didn't love that. But like their Halloween yarn last year was so good. And there have been a few that have been just mind-blowingly good. Last month's was mind-blowingly good, so I'm hoping this one is. So let's open it up and see what we get. I always open the extras first because the yarn is the most exciting part. So I will pull it out and we will see. Whoa, there's some apples in there. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna open up the extras first. Woo! And then we'll do that last. So I'm gonna open this bag up real quick just to see what month this is. I'm guessing this is August maybe, because oh, my bag is stuck. Let's see. September. So this is my September. It says, happily ever after. Life is uncertain. Eat dessert first, especially if it's apple pie. Ernestine Ulmer. All right, so let's see what we got here. We got a pack of apple-shaped bag clips. These are kind of cute. So they're little chip clippy type things. That's cute. It says apple bag clip set by Core Logic. Clip it up with these cute red and green apple clips. Perfect for keeping patterns together or snacks fresh. That's actually cute. I wouldn't have thought about that. Okay, so another thing we got in here is a Swedish cloth. I love these so much. I use these as the only rags in my kitchen, other than knitted ones. These are 3 Apple Swedish dishcloth by SweetieDishcloths.com. Clean up with these super durable, eco-friendly dishcloths that can be washed up to 200 times. Swedish magic for your kitchen. I actually can contest that I believe these work for a lot more than 200 washes, because I have some that I've been using for a couple years. They have not disintegrated. Nothing is wrong with them. If you dry them, they do crinkle up, but once you wet them, they lay back flat. So I wash these in my washing machine and dry them, and they work fine. So I love this. This is a good one. The next thing is a keto-friendly mug cake. This is Apple Cinnamon Quick Mug Muffin Mix by Sweet Logic. Whip up a cozy low-carb apple cinnamon muffin in 2 minutes with just an egg and butter. Fall flavor in a flash. So, cute. So there's that. So I'm guessing that my yarn is apple related. Here's a little care sheet for your Swede cloth. I don't need that. I do like these bags though. These bags are like one of the favorite things about these. Like this one was sticking earlier, but it seems to be okay now. I love these. I have these all over. I have a ton of these and I love them. They're great bags. They're very durable. So next is the yarn. Get out of here, plastic bag. Okay, ready, set. We're gonna do this together. I'm gonna close my eyes. See, tight. Ready? Oh, it's red. Okay, it's called Happily Ever After, which is usually what this is, isn't it? I don't remember. Yeah, Happily Ever After. So this is a happily red. This is kind of pretty. It's red and it has all these speckles. It's actually kind of pretty. It is September 2024. I do like that they put the date on there, the month. I could possibly knit a pair of socks for this for my son. He loves red. Red's his favorite color. It does have speckles, and I love speckles. I love speckles. They're my favorite. It actually kind of matches the label because it's got red and pink, and this has like reds and then like light reds, so I eat pink. So this is really good. I actually think I'm going to make a pair of socks for my son. Now this is the thing. My son's birthday is the 14th, so not this Saturday, not tomorrow, but the next Saturday. So if I cast on today, listen to me. If I cast on today, could I have a pair of socks for him for his birthday? I think I'm going to try. He's a big boy. He's going to be 9. He's got big feet. I'm going to try. I think I'm going to try. I know this is ridiculous. I am so cast on happy. So here's the deal. I will cast this on today if I finish my daughter's first rainbow sock. Okay? That way I will have something finished before I cast this on. I will finish that little girl sock and then I will cast these on today and I will knit him a pair of socks for his birthday because he is, quite frankly, the love of my life and I love him. And he deserves pretty things too. And I don't knit for him as often as I did for my daughter because honestly he's on the autism spectrum and I don't know if he's going to wear it. But I'm going to try anyway. I'm going to make him anyway. Because it's red and it's his favorite color. And he might wear it just because it's red and his favorite color. The hard part will be hiding it because he's home with me all the time because I homeschool him. So that will be the hardest part, is hiding it from him while I'm making it. Yeah. And also, I have not decided what I'm going to make for my daughter's birthday sweater in December. I need to pick a pattern. I have been looking. I have looked every day for the past like 4 days. I cannot decide on a pattern. If you have any idea, any suggestions of a pattern for a little girl for a sweater, it could be, I want it to be a sweater or a pullover. So it could be something with some color work up here. It can be like a fun shape. Like I was going to do the tulip sweater, but I'm not sure. I don't really have any yarn specifically that I would like to make the tulip out of. And then I have some really nice finger and weight yarn that I would like to make a sweater for her out of. I think I have 4 colors. So if you have a 4-color color work idea, or a 3-color and then a main color, I don't know what to make her. Next video I make, I'm going to put out a video on Monday after this. So Monday will be her 5 sweaters that I have made her so far. So you guys can help me pick out a 5th pattern. I will show you the progression of sweaters for her. Okay. I mean, that would be fun. So anyways, that's all I have for you today. This has been a crazy rambly video with my crazy cool hairdo. I am once again going to tell you, I hope you did not mind my hair. I gotta go get my daughter to take these out because they're starting to give me a headache. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all again on Monday with that sweater video from my daughter's sweaters. Okay, guys? Bye. Peace. Keep hope alive.